feet of Loon. I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My sweetest pie, Loon.
I am very sweet.
He is very sugary, I'll tell you that much.
I am.
So, folks, it's Pie Day.
Yes.
Yay, yay.
I love this pie.
I know, it's so good. And what's even, I think, equally as delicious is it's literally probably the easiest pie you could possibly make.
So easy.
It's incredible.
So easy.
So let's tell them what
All
it
right.
is. We're doing our
Southern chess pie.
Chess, like you're going to move on a queen or something.
Or cheese without the E and then double another
it's just,
whatever.
It's just pie. So anyway,
and you have to say it like that.
Yes, you do.
Southern chess pie.
Yeah, it's a mainstay down south, especially like in Alabama and Carolinas and all. And
it's just good.
It is really good.
It's like a custard, isn't it?
It is very custardy, and I don't really know the origins. Well, there's some mystery about where the name came from, but
Europe, and it went to the south.
So
and
it's
they
delicious.
Thought it was cheese, and there's no cheese.
So let's make it. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm going to put the main filling ingredients together. Then we're going to talk about this pie dough.
That's right.
The crust. Okay, so
that's right.
That's right. Okay, so this is 3 tablespoons of just all-purpose flour, and then we've got 3 tablespoons of finely ground cornmeal. I love cornmeal in Southern dishes because it just kind of is a nice offset to the sweetness of it. Speaking of sweetness, we've got a cup of sugar. Boy, is that sweet. And then we've got a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Yes.
Yummy.
I always say a little extra vanilla. Never heard.
I know, me too. I think I did a teaspoon and a half. Anyway, this is a really great addition. This is done a lot in Southern cooking. This is just a 1/3 cup of sour cream. You could use creme fraiche if you want, but it just gives a silky, luxurious
sour
taste.
cream is accessible.
It is very accessible.
Yes.
And then this, one of my favorite things to cook with, is a cup of buttermilk. Again,
so thick and luscious.
I know, and you've got a little bit of the acid, and it all goes together so good. Now the chess pie does have a bit of a lemon taste. It's kind of like
That's
a lemon
the great thing.
icebox pie, kind of like. So this is, if you like it extra lemony, then you can increase. What I did was I just had a kind of a small lemon, and I took the juice of it. It's about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. If you really want it lemony, you could do a quarter. Just don't overdo it too much, because then your liquid becomes too liquidy. Now we're going to continue building that lemon flavor.
Oh, yes.
This is the zest of 1 lemon.
That really gives it a good wallop.
It gives a good wallop. I love a good wallop in my pie. And then we got 6 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. Butter, baby.
Yes.
We're going to butter things up. Okay, so now I'm just going to get this mixed together.
It's so good.
And over here we've got 4 eggs,
and
just whole eggs.
Beat them for you.
You've beaten them to a pulp, I tell you that.
help you
Leave
out a
them
little.
alone, would you? What'd they ever do to you? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of get it well incorporated. If it's a little lumpy, that's okay.
That's all right. It's a custard pie.
Well, I know.
Well,
okay.
It's not like a smooth custard. What am I trying to say?
I seldom know. Okay, so now let's talk about this pie crust.
So we hard baked this pie crust and
blind baked it.
Blind baked it. Chris's pie dough is so easy, so make it. Or you know what? This is just an easy, fun summer spring pie. Go out and get a pie dough, whatever. But what we do is we put the pie, obviously the pie crust, the pie dough in the pie pan.
It's a 9-inch pie
and then we
dish.
filled it with, we lined it with some tin foil, and then we put some beans inside just to weigh it down.
It'd be best if they were dried beans. Don't open a can and dump it.
Look. Kidney
that wouldn't
beans.
work.
The ranch style beans.
Yeah, if you know what those are. The point is you want to weight that down. So we need to get this dough kind of cooking, because if we don't, this is a custard-based pie. That it's going to just start to get it soak through and get it soggy. We don't like soggy bottoms.
No.
You may see in some pies where you fork it, and
not this one.
You don't want to do that because you don't want this custard to pour out. So you go ahead and pour
that. So how long
in.
did you put that in there for?
So and he's like he said, we use dry beans. If you have pie weights, those are fun to buy. I just never use pie weight. I mean, you could. You do the foil, and you could also do parchment paper, anything that can handle the heat, and then you're going to weight it down with dry beans. Sometimes I've used pennies, but then what you're going to do is it's going to let it go for 20 minutes, and then just carefully remove it, set it on a rack, because you need to let this cool completely before we add the custard. And then just very carefully, you got to kind of watch it here because you don't want beans everywhere. Beans!
Nothing but beans.
Anyway, you put
I am paying attention
I know,
to you, I swear.
And when he dozes off. Okay, so then you just lift up, pull the foil together, and then usually it takes a couple hands, and then just transfer them to the trash. I really wouldn't recommend using those beans again. That's the only downfall with that. With pie weights, you can just continue using them again and again. Okay, I've talked enough.
Yes.
So now we've got our oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to stick that baby in, and it's going to go for about 50 to 55 minutes, and it's going to poof a little bit, which we like. It's going to get kind of nice and brown on top, and it's going to set. And we'll do the old toothpick test just to make sure it comes out clean, and then we're going to top it with some beautiful stuff, and then we're going to eat it.
Well, we got to let it cool for a very long time.
All right, well, let's get it in the oven. Oh, is there anything more satisfying than a freshly made pie?
No.
I mean,
nope.
It is pie time. We eat this pie.
Let's eat it. Come
All right,
on.
so let's just quickly say what we did here. This went for about 52 minutes, and either 50 to 55 minutes. And then I just took it out of the oven. I put it on a rack, and then you want to do the old toothpick test. You just insert it in there, and if it comes out dry, which it should, then it's good. Well, it's not ready to eat yet. You want it to cool, which is hard for the loon to sit and wait.
But it kind of rose a little bit, but now it's kind of settled down
like most
into it.
custard pies, it'll poof, and then as it's when it comes out and cools, it'll kind of settle down a little bit.
Yes.
So now you may find when you're baking this, just depends on your oven, if it's circulating heat. But the edges, these we like them to get kind of nice and brown. But if you feel like yours are getting too brown, you can put just a little strip of foil around there, halfway through the baking, just so it won't continue to brown. Okay.
All right.
So, now we love to top. You could eat it like this. It's delicious, or you can top it with some berries. And
throw some berries out.
We've got some fresh raspberries here that are
it's just so pretty and bright.
It's just beautiful. I mean, there really is.
And then we have some powdered sugar.
The Loon loves to sugar things up. No, but it is really just, isn't that?
I feel like we've been sprinkling powdered sugar on a lot of things.
Well, that should be the name of our memoirs.
Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I'm telling you, we served this not too long.
Don't move it.
Sorry. We served this not too long ago to some family and friends, and everyone flipped for it.
It was a hit.
It was a hit. It was a hit.
All right.
Okay, so now it's these berries kind of will love to tumble around a little bit, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Now it's always cutting the first slice, and I can't really see things, so it's always an adventure this first slice. So bear with me, you guys. Everyone loves us, so they're not going to
just barrel on in.
Too judgmental if it comes out wacky. I think we're doing okay.
There we go.
Okay, look at that.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Fabulous.
that is so pretty.
It really is. I love this pie so much. I love it because it's just, I love anything lemony, but also you can't beat how simple it is to prepare. I don't think I've ever made a pie that has such great results for such little effort.
I know. Hardly any effort at all.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Okay.
Oh, y'all.
I think you're going to have one bite of this chess pie and say, checkmate.
Oh, I love the consistency of that.
Yeah, that is, and it's so great in the summertime.
Wow. That is so good. And that hint of lemon. Well, there's lemon in there. I love that.
Of course.
And then the raspberry on top.
The raspberries.
And it's not like an overly sweet, but it's got just enough. It's so good. You could have two pieces.
Well, thank you.
Wow, that is so good. And the crust, this is 100% Loon approved.
Wow, you barreled through that. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to eat
It's
this.
a quick pie, so I'm doing a quick eat.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Isn't that great?
That's fun. You could also do blueberries. You could whatever you want on top.
Throw some strawberries on there.
And it's so good. You could do it without the berries, but the berries are beautiful.
Oh my gosh. You can get this recipe on howtofeedaloon.com and many more. What?
You're making me laugh. Anyway, go to our social media, like us. I tell you what, you're gonna love making this chess pie, and it is just the best pie I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Bye, everybody. We love you. Pie.
Happy spring. Oh.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Now, if you want to be a part of the Loon fun, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you won't miss a single recipe.
That's right. Oh, and speaking of recipes, if you want another amazing recipe like this, then just click right here.
Yeah, click.
Click.
Subscribe.
It's so much fun.